Now and again, man must venture into the darkness, into the unknown, and embark on a mission that no man has willingly wanted to do before. Housework. But I say no more. No more shall we be forced to vacuum the floor and break our backs scrubbing and mopping because, let's be honest, most of us aren't that good at it, and some of us have no idea how it's done. It's 2024 and the future is bright thanks to the Narwal Freo X Ultra, a machine whose sole purpose and primary objective is to do the undesirable housework for you. Now, if you're not already clicking the link to buy one, you will once you see the upgrades that Narwal has made to the Ultra. And it's got a bunch of features that no other robot vacuum mop has had before. And here's a sneak peek at one of them. It's the world's first zero tangle brush. And as the name suggests, it can collect long hairs without tangling them around the brushes. This is the Achilles heel of pretty much every other RoboVac out there today. So this means the Narwal Freo X Ultra is like an unstoppable Terminator, but it's not after John Connor. It's designed to hunt down dirty areas of your carpets and floors and relentlessly erase the debris from existence. So I painted quite a dark picture there with that intro, but the reality is the Narwal Freo X Ultra is one of the most elegant looking robot vacuum mops out there today, in my opinion. It's got a super clean design, pun intended. Yes, you can control it remotely using the app, but if you don't have your phone handy, everything can be done using the beautiful and intuitive touchscreen interface on the top of the base station. The base is of course the charging point, and it also houses dirty and clean water tanks. And there's a dedicated space inside for Freo's cleaning solution. Now, something that's interesting about this dirty water tank is every time the Freo returns to the base to clean its brushes, the base station's sensors will measure the murkiness of the water. And the Freo X Ultra uses the intel it's gathered on its little cleaning mission to retarget those specific areas that need additional cleaning. Narwal call this Dirt Sense. It's essentially an AI cleaning algorithm, which is designed to make your life much easier. And the Freo X Ultra's all-in-one base station will auto clean the mop heads periodically between cleaning cycles, and when the job is done and it returns to the base station for the last time, it will wash the mops and blast them with a high temperature to prevent the mops from developing a damp smell. And the drying process also helps to disinfect the brushes to reduce the bacteria growing on the brush heads. The Freo X Ultra robot vacuum may look like a delicate and dainty machine on the face of things, but make no mistake, it's a brutal war machine and a metaphorical nuke in the war against dirty floors in your home. Now, here are the upgrades that you need to know about compared to the previous Freo. The suction power on the original Freo was a respectable 3,000 pascals. The Ultra model lives up to its name with ultra suction power of up to 8,200 pascals. That's more than double. Suck, suck, suck! This means that areas in your home where you might have crevices between wooden floorboards or where carpets join in the doorways, there's no escape for the dust and debris. The suction power is so strong on the Freo X Ultra that it can even lift metal ball bearings with ease. And the Freo X Ultra has balls of steel, metaphorically, in regards to how close it can get to things, thanks to its newly designed and upgraded tri-laser guidance system. It's got the rotating LiDAR turret on top and the forward-facing sensors like the previous generation, but now it's got an additional side-mounted gunner seat for a laser system that will allow it to navigate around obstacles with precision and get much closer to things, which, if we're being honest, most humans won't do. And it's got this really cool mopping feature called Edge Swing. It lets the mop heads get really close to the edges of the room without hitting the walls. And it does this by sort of edging forward and then pivoting on the spot. And it's pretty interesting to watch how it does it. Anyway, I have two robot vacuums right now, and they're good, but they're not perfect, as without fail, they eventually grind to a halt due to hairs wrapping around the roller. And when this happens, it jams them completely, which means I have to regularly use my hands to cut away the tangled mess.
That sounds like a lot of work.
And this brings me on to another significant step forward for mankind. The Freo X Ultra has a world's first. It's this redesigned brush. They call it the anti-tangle floating brush. Long hairs can still wrap around it, although the vortex created by the Freo X Ultra slides the hairs down the brushes and towards the floating end where they will be sucked into the dust bag. And this works so well that Narwal says 99.56% of the hairs captured by the Freo X Ultra will be caught and transferred into the dust bag. And this brings me on to another upgrade, the new approach to the dust collection system. Instead of just packing the dust and debris into a hard shell container like so many other robot vacuums do, the Freo uses a compression system to compact the dust particles into a disposable bag. And get this, a single bag can last up to 7 weeks. And two big advantages of the dust bag approach is that you won't get a face full of dust every time you need to empty the bin, and also the smell is better contained. And I know what you're thinking, what happens if I run out of the bags? Well, the great thing is Narwal still give you the regular classic dustbin as a backup. Now let's talk about the mops. The Freo uses triangular oscillating mop heads that interlock, so there's no gap down the middle as it makes its cleaning runs. And they spin at 180 RPM, which is fast. These mop heads also auto-retract when traversing over carpet, and when on hard surfaces, the Freo could turn up the pressure with 12 newtons of downward force, and it wields this force as and when is needed with no training required, just like Rey Skywalker. And if you're not a Star Wars fan, you wouldn't have got that joke. So moving on, the app makes using the Freo X Ultra even more effortless. It will allow you to map your surroundings and label the rooms for when you want to set it on a more targeted cleaning run. It also lets you adjust between 4 different suction levels. For me, the max power mode is the way to go all the time because I do have a dog. And the great thing about it is you can set cleaning schedules so that it does a cleaning run before you get home every day. And if you want to, you can even set specific parameters for each room. So you can set it to be max power where you have thicker carpets, and you can set the suction a bit lower where it might not be needed. And you can even schedule it to do 2 or 3 or 4 passes in a room if required. And if you have more than one Narwal product, you can use the one app to control them all. And there's also a new humidity sensing feature for the Freo X so that it can use the correct dampness on the mop heads according to that humidity. That's pretty clever. Overall, it's a well thought out robot vacuum mop. It's actually one of the best that I've ever tested so far. And you know, the objective here is to do more cleaning with less effort. And that's exactly what the Narwal Freo X Ultra does. And it does it well. And something else I love about the Freo X Ultra is that it seamlessly integrates into my home thanks to its elegant look, but it also integrates into my smart home setup because it does support Google Assistant, Alexa, and Siri. So this means I can be even lazier and not even lift a finger to activate the Narwal if I need the floors cleaned. So that's 2 thumbs up from me. It's like a dream come true for anybody who considers cleaning the floors a nightmare. Now, if you guys want to check out the price and the deals, there will be an affiliate link below this video. If you use that link, you will be supporting the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man, and I will see you in the next one. Don't be late.